But actually what we have to do is get a little more from Stephen Pearson. He's been the one man in this first half that they have looked really uncomfortable with. I mean, Henrik has had his moments, and some of the other players have done well as well, like Stilian Petrov, Bobo Boldi at the back. But when Stephen Pearson gets the ball, it comes forward on that left-hand side, they have looked really uncomfortable with him.
So if you're just joining us, let me repeat, there was an incident in the tunnel at half-time, and Robert Douglas has been red-carded, along with Thiago Motta of Barcelona, and it's 10 men against 10 at the start of this second half. There's Garcia putting it in. Saviola trying to go through, beautifully tackled by Varga, and that's what Celtic have shown. That's the difference between the two teams tonight. Sense of dedication about the way that Celtic are playing. Commitment. Now Petrov. Back it goes, and Reisiger wasn't too happy about that one. I think we identified earlier on that they're not all that clever when the ball is played high across them. Put away by Garcia. Back by Ronaldinho, and very, very careless indeed. I haven't been all that impressed by him tonight at all. Little flickers every now and again. I just don't think he's got an appetite for this.
No, I suspect he's a home player actually rather than the away player. And of course Celtic have had to make a change with Craig Beattie coming off to allow Marshall to come on.
There's a ball towards Saviola. Has he got the pace? He seems to have great pace. Still in there, and it's just past. The second miss he's had tonight.
Well, the long ball straight through the middle. Jackie McNamara and Stan Varga both caught absolutely square with each other. Saviola lost possession, lost control, but still managed to get the shot in, and just past the post, getting a tap from Ronaldinho. I think I'd have been giving him more than a wee clap on the hand. I'd have been saying you should have put that in the back of the net.
Well, that's two that missed, and he's missed one as well, Ronaldinho. So it's all about that that sense of commitment and purpose that Celtic have had that Barcelona markedly have not had. Skill, yes. Pretty patterns, certainly. But that killing edge has deserted them now. Bolliger to Ronaldinho. Goes again, Saviola, short with it. Varga puts it forward, now Puyo. Koku. Larson, Oliger getting in a terrible mess there, run through, almost by Pearson. He was really taking off there, Saviola. Reisiger. Saviola, Thompson going in hard. And I think there's going to be a booking. Oh, it's a red card for Saviola. Barcelona are now down to 9 men as Saviola is sent off by the referee Wolfgang Stark. So apart from anything else, he goes off and misses the next game. Now this is a player who is deadly in Barcelona, and he is now out. And Alan Thompson getting treatment down there, Jim.
Well, I'd like to see the incident again, Archie, because it happened right underneath us, which is quite hard to see from the gantry here. Here we get a chance to see it here. Foul by, definitely a kick at Alan Thompson in the back of the leg. And no hesitation in the referee sending him off there. And Barcelona down, as you say, to 9 men. Celtic made a little bit of a switch at half-time. Initially, Stephen Pearson was through the middle there with Henrik Larsson and Stilian Petrov much more on the right wing so far. But then, now we can rearrange again because we have an extra man.
Well, it's turned out to be an exceptional night. I've seen many a night, a European night at Celtic Park. But I'm trying to recollect when I last saw 3 men being sent off, perhaps that Atletico Madrid game years ago. And there is the ball, it's still onside here. Played inside to Puyol, who's been outstanding. There's Pearson. Pearson running hard for Celtic. Now Celtic should put the pressure on while they're a little bit groggy. Here's Ronaldinho. Picks the ball across. Now Reisiger. Ronaldinho. And again, getting into the fray just a little bit more. Long way to go in this game, and Celtic must try to exploit the slipshod nature of some of their passing like this. Koku, look at him again, giving it away so easily. Here's Balde. McNamara. Slight hesitation there. Varga. A gap. I think a gap has got to be a bit more aggressive now.
Very much, Archie. We have the extra man. He's got to make it count here.
He still has it. Up for the corner kick. Now this will be testing. Celtic crowd getting behind the team now. Way across there goes Alan Thompson. Great opportunity now for Celtic against the 9 men. Not only to maybe get a win tonight, but perhaps even kill off the tie. Thompson with it. Summed out there. Nicely flicked on by Leonard. Thompson again. It's a good-looking one, and Varga getting up to that. I think it may have been played back by the defender himself, Jim.
Yes, I think it was. It's all pretty stuff they're doing, but they're doing it within their own half, actually, to be quite honest. And I cannot believe how casual Ronaldinho is with the whole thing. He just causes havoc sometimes with some of these little flicks, just on round about his own halfway line.
Tuyo. Here's Ronaldinho. And again. Well, certainly keeping possession. There's a little touch there. Good tackle by Varga again. The two central defenders have been outstanding. There goes Puyol. Henrik Larsson with them. Beautiful play by Puyol. Reisiger. Xavi holds on to the ball. Their intention, Jim, I think, keep possession.
Keep possession, yes. They've got nobody up front, actually, who has the running power anymore, apart from one man up front. Luis Garcia is the only man that's going to get a bit of pace, and their job in the second half is to try and maintain possession.
The guy trying to go at them. Neat little ball played in. Goalkeeper just getting that away, picked up by Jackie McNamara, who I think could have played it inside, and the Celtic pressure will go on.
I can't believe they're just leaving the team as it is. They must have somebody surely on the bench who is a bit of a runner.
Big Koku's telling him to get in a bit, isn't he? Yeah,
he has to. I mean, you've got to have some kind of target man up front that's in the end of all the triangular passes.
Koku. Garcia, Ronaldinho. Garcia going away. He's got the two big men after him. Agat is there. Go to Celtic. Puyol.
He's been good against.
He's been good,
yeah. He's been very confident tonight, and hasn't given Henrik very much room at all. But it's early days yet. Actually, only what 7 or 8 minutes in the second half.
Leonard with it. Balde. Played across there by Lennon. A little bit risky that, right across the Barcelona player, Thompson. Now McNamara. Pearson making that run forward. There he is. Good play by Pearson. I think this is going to be a booking for Reisiger. He's got to watch himself now.
Well, they are really showing signs of severe indiscipline. I mean, the only thing you can do there is give a foul away if you go in like that at an angle with a man that's obviously going to turn down the touchline.
Now this should be interesting. Thompson to take. The big men are up. Baldi in the far side of the penalty area. Varga going into the middle. Headed away by Puyol. Out to Ronaldinho. Garcia. 3. He's on his own though. Ronaldinho. And just given away by Xavi. Too many Celtic players there. There was no pace going forward there at all. Here's a gap. Has to do better than that though. Koku picks up. Ronaldinho. A lot of flicks are going on here, and that is a heavy tackle.
Well, he'd be lucky if that's red. He'd be unlucky if it's red. I think he's going to get a card of some sort, yes.
Yellow card for Baldi. Koku going down very heavily. He's got to be careful, because I think there are certain referees who want to redress a so-called balance.
Yeah. But Koku's worked very hard for them tonight, actually, to be quite honest. But they don't have a man that they can give the ball to up front, and he can hold it and wait for the cavalry to arrive. Ronaldinho is more or less a passenger most of the time. The little flicks are nice, but they don't always come off.
Garcia. Into Koku. Garcia. The other Garcia. Totally outnumbered there by Celtic. Still working very hard. Xavier. Garcia tries again. Jackie McNamara gets it away. Ronaldinho. Koku trying to go forward. Garcia gives it away. And a free kick this time. I don't know why the Barcelona players are so annoyed. That was a perfectly straightforward decision. Now, Thompson. Pearson, Reisiger going in. Still Reisiger coming away this time. Koku, Ronaldinho. Brought down there by Varga. That was a little touch of what Ronaldinho might be like, but notice it was Henrik Larsson coming back to try and cover.
But our momentum's gone a little bit, Archie. We are a man up just now. We have the extra man, but we're not taking advantage of it. They are beginning just to control the game at their pace. We have to bring it to our pace, speed the thing up a wee bit, move the ball around a bit quicker, stretch them a bit more.
Ronaldinho. Koku tried to go in, well covered there. It's a short one, and out comes the young goalkeeper. No hesitation. Very quickly off his line, and that will give him a little confidence, I think.
Yeah, excellent clearance by David Marshall, and I don't think I never thought we were in any problem having him there.
Koku. Agat. Taking off in one of his runs. Might have tried a little cut inside. Well, there's a great chance, it's in! Great move forward there, and Alan Thompson has given Celtic the lead. Defence wholly caught out, and Celtic are in front deservedly.
Funny how goals happen sometimes. A very simple cross into the middle. Two Barcelona players and one Henrik Larsson in between them, and just got the nod down for Alan Thompson to take it on his left foot.
As I said earlier, Jim, I don't want to anticipate too much, but you know, Celtic have another goal, maybe another two goals in them.
The one thing that we don't want now is for them, Barcelona, to get the away goal.
Well, they certainly don't look like it at this stage.
I've never seen anyone look less interested in the game than Ronaldinho sometimes, and particularly there kicking off. It looked as though it was nothing to do with him.
On to Balde. Free kick again to Celtic. Played quickly. Ronaldinho still arguing with the referee, not seeing that a gap is there. Here's Varga. Down the side it goes. Henrik Larsson couldn't keep it in.
I still find it very surprising, Archie, that they're making no effort to freshen up this team, because you could take Ronaldinho off with some effect. There must be somebody who's going to work a bit harder than he does, and when you're down to 9 men, you really need somebody who's going to work a bit.
Man of the match, of course. There's the number to call, 09079 29 20 20. I have a sneaking feeling who's going to be tonight. Celtic pulling in very hard, and there is another free kick. Reisiger has to be very, very careful about this. He really went in very hard. He's already got that booking.
Well, they just cannot cope with their competitiveness at the present moment, actually. They're bringing the substitutes down from behind the goals, and with a view to bringing somebody on, but
Puyol trying to get in there, and just nicked out there by Alan Thompson. Quite incredible. 10 men against 9 men. You couldn't have predicted that tonight.
there is a substitute just about to come on that I don't know which one it is. I'll see when he takes the top off.
I think that ball went over. Varga. I think that might have been a deflection on that far side. Indeed there is. Well, there's a man who, I don't know, he never looks anxious or whatever, this man. I've seen him so often through the years, always very kind of laid back about things.
Well, he certainly should be uptight just now, because his team is down and also being generally outfought. There's one thing to be outplayed, but it's another thing to be outfought. You can always do something about that.
For you. Then behind Balde.
Gerard Lopez is coming on. That's a number 14 for them, and I think you would take off Reisiger, wouldn't you, with the way he's already booked just now, and there's Reisiger off, Archie, and Gerard Lopez on. Reisiger already booked and just heading for a red card, so that's just a precaution that he's come off.
So Gerard on now, and well, you never know how this is going to pan out, but Celtic certainly have another goal in them here, I'm sure of that. Gerard Lopez. He's looking around for somebody. Xavi gets it to Ronaldinho. Here's Ronaldinho going forward. Oliger. Xavi. Garcia did that well.
But actually they're in the same place as they started. They haven't made any progression at all.
Puyol. Garcia took his eye right off that. Thompson. I think that might just go out. It does indeed. Well, Margaret's done there, and I'm quite sure she's seeing a fairly happy Celtic dugout.
Well, happy, Archie, given that we're in front, that Thompson got the goal, but also it's very tense. I've never experienced such a tense atmosphere at a game at Celtic Park before, but as you said, the manager obviously a lot happier that we're in front.
That's a matter just come on, Gerard Lopez. Garcia. Koku playing at the back there just now. Koku. Ronaldinho. That's a free kick. Didn't need that kind of challenge, I don't think.
Well, I think he knows himself he didn't have to do it. To be quite honest, actually, Neil, he just crossed, the player just crossed him. Zawi just crossed him, and he couldn't stop. But it's a chance for them. It's a long way out. It must be fully 30 to 35 yards out. And Ronaldinho surely is not going to have a crack from there.
Well, if he does, it's the only thing he's done tonight.
Because David Seaman's not in goal tonight.
Koku doing the shielding, young goalkeeper, of course. One for Robert Douglas. David Marshall. It's a long, long way off, as Jim said, but it looks as if he's going to try. I think he wants the ball played away to the far side as well. There's a little flick forward, easily read by Varga. Played away downfield as Pearson chases that. Played wide, Oliger. The way Celtic have pressurised this team tonight has been part of the reason why they're one up.
It's great the way we did it in the first half. We've now been doing it against us at the start of the second half. For them to lose a man makes it even easier for us to do that. And they just keep giving the ball away. It's wonderful for it to be a Celtic fan tonight, because we're on top of one of the best teams in Europe.
Oliger gave up easily on that. Now this looks very threatening for them. Bad ball played forward all the same. Varga just got back to that. Balde. Petro trying to go forward for that. Agat. Celtic supporters wanting that ball played into the box as quickly as they could. Barcelona had all the players back. Ronaldinho tried to get in for that one. Balde. Back to the goalkeepers, confident enough to stab that out. Forward by Lennon to McNamara. On the side it goes, Henrik Larsson. 2-year-old did get that round. Back to Pearson. And I think he was offside. Puyol has been their outstanding player.
He has been excellent, to be quite honest. And I know it's hurting. Our players have worked very, very hard, Archie, but we must raise the tempo and increase the tempo. We're allowing it to drop down, and an extra goal or two would make all the difference when we go to the new camp.
Here's Ronaldinho again, getting in that little tangle. Nothing exhilarating about his play. Just little tricks, nothing much more than that. Koku. Oh, it should have been played forward, and he knows it. They're arguing with each other now. Petrov. I thought Petrov might have taken off on a run there, Jim. Decided to play it in. Now Pearson in a very good position. He likes cutting in this way. Agat trying to stretch this defence. Agat with the shot. Still Agat, a little bit too clever by half. Ronaldinho. There's that long ball forward. Still there. Varga did get the little tackle in. Henrik Larsson comes back. They're appealing for a foul. There's no foul in that at all. And Olegaard just took out a little bit of spite there, and that's ridiculous. As you said, Jim, the discipline for a team with, you know, with great players in it, the discipline is non-existent.
You could just see that coming, couldn't you, all the time there? And I just can't believe how casual sometimes they are with the passes up front. They have shown on occasion that they have the pace to trouble the Celtic defence. They have to try and move the ball to get to a situation where the final pass is only from maybe 25 to 30 yards out.
Thompson. McNamara. Oh, that's a bad ball by McNamara. He didn't need to do that. The one thing that Celtic had at the start in getting that goal was fluency and the pressure on this team. The momentum was building.
They're going to bring on Ricardo Quaresma at Jay, just getting his clothes off down there. Number 20.
Trio.
Interesting to see who they bring off, because quite a number of candidates.
Once again, Xavi, bad pass there, McNamara. They'll win that throw all the same.
They have made life so easy sometimes for the Celtic defenders. It's not true. 22 is coming off. Luis Garcia is coming off.
Yeah, he's not had a good game.
No, but he has had to do all the running actually recently. So I think Quaresma might replace him.
He is indeed. Quaresma coming on.
He's a Portuguese international.
Well, it goes to Agat. He's got plenty space, plenty time. Lennon. Varga. Valde. Barcelona, everybody behind the ball. Making it difficult for Celtic to get that opening in midfield. Thompson. No offside. Henrik Larsson going in. And it's taken away. He almost got away with that. Xavi. That's a free kick. Petrov going in hard. Xavi's a useful player, a very busy player in midfield. Some of his passing hasn't been all that greatness. That was Henrik almost through there.
But they have a problem just now, Archie, when they get the ball, because they really have nobody to give the ball to.
Ronaldinho going away. Decided to cut back. Ronaldinho. Dreadful ball by Ronaldinho. And again he's explaining that it's not his fault, but the other players should have run into the space.
Well, the other players should just give him a volley and say, give the ball to my feet, never mind 10 yards behind me. But, you know, when you've got a name like Ronaldinho, maybe people don't do that.
Here's
it's a Scottish custom to do that, by the way.
Balde. I think Agat wants to really attack Pearson. Has been doing a lot of very good running this half. Petrov. Varga. Nice little ball through Henrik Larsson. Jackie McNamara. Picked up by Xavi again. Ronaldinho. Back to Ronaldinho again and cut off there again. Tremendous game, he said, Balde. Really stretching out there. Had to get back very quickly and the tackle had to be incisive. Run forward there by Pearson. There's a shot and goal by Larsson. You only give him one effort like that. He's hardly been in the game in that regard, and so dangerous when he gets that chance.
But he is beginning to get away from Puyol now, Archie, and that's the important thing. Maybe the Argentinian centre-back is getting a little bit tired, but that's twice Henrik has managed to get away from him.
Koku playing in that defensive position now. Well, Ronaldinho, that was better skill. Oh, the substitute getting in a bit of a mess there. That began to look promising. Garcia, Ronaldinho. That was a pass you would use, Jim, in an end of season 5-a-sides. Valde. Puyo doing well with that. Agat, intelligent header. Pearson doing the running. Just got there by Oleguer. Now McNamara has to play it carefully. Thompson on to Varga. Lennon. 14 minutes remaining. Petrov, that's a decent ball there. And it's still in play. Henrik Larsson, Puyol with him. Back to McNamara. Out it goes, McNamara just getting in. Varga. He wants to go forward. Ronaldinho jumping out of the way. Little game of hopscotch he played there. Xavi, too many players though. They're trying to be a little bit more showboating in the players instead of spreading it around, but here's a gap. They'll suffer. Plenty concentration by Celtic, but they put in a tremendous effort, Jim. You're wondering if, you know, the legs are just beginning to go a little bit.
Well, they might very well be, actually, but we're beginning to not showboat, but we're taking too long in the middle of the park to spread their ball around. We have an extra man. We have to take advantage of it. We are 1 up already. 2-0 might kill the tie. 1-0, they're still a danger in the return leg.
Thompson getting there, and that was another sole one by Thompson, although the tackle was on the ball, seemed to get it on the side. Margot, how's it going down there?
Well, the manager very vocal at the minute, and he's just pointing over to the substitutes, Archie, as we speak, and he's going to be making a change, and I'm just looking over to see who he's calling over, and it's Momo Silla, so we'll be expecting Momo Silla to come on in the next few minutes.
Well, Ronaldinho, I don't know what he's complaining about across there.
He's the best conductor I've ever seen. He always points to somebody else when it's his fault, and he's still doing it.
Are these players so well off now, so much of status that a coach can't give them a right going over for that sort of thing?
It might be Frank Rijkaard's way of doing things, but I certainly don't think it's good coaching at all. Just now, when his team needs him, he's not performing.
Agat. Varga. On to McNamara. Puyo gets to that though. Ronaldinho. Played wide. Ronaldinho went down there and stayed down. He's up now. Carissima.
There's nobody to pass to, Archie.
No, nobody's forward. Certainly Ronaldinho didn't go forward. You're beginning to wonder, are they feeling, I wonder if we can hold it at 1-0.
Well, as long as the string passes like that across the back, I mean, they haven't progressed at all. That's 6 passes in a straight line. Now he's back inside his own half.
Ronaldinho to Puyo. Oleguer, down the side it goes, neatly picked up. Carissima.
Nobody in the middle.
Well, the referee waving play on there. Barga got in. They brought back Xavi. That's a free kick this time.
Yeah, Stephen did pull him there as he went past. But, I mean...
Oh, I think Rijkaard might be in a little bit of trouble.
Referee coming to speak to him.
Threw down the ball in disgust there. He'll go to the UEFA official. I think he's been lectured and told to get back into his technical area. He's lost the place a little bit.
Well, it's good to see some spark of life because, you know, we saw him earlier on. He wasn't showing anything at all. And
9 minutes left.
And Ronaldinho still pointing.
Xavi. Oleguer. Picked up there by Gerard Lopez to Ronaldinho. Little touch through by Ronaldinho. Brushed off the ball by Barga. There's a ball that's too hard there by Thompson. He did see Pearson making the run down the middle.
The idea was fine, actually, just he overhit it. But, I mean, they have only got Quaresma on the right wing here.
Oh, Ronaldinho's...
he's for the pool, is he?
Yeah, well, he's looking as if he wants to come off the field, but he's recovered now. I think he's a bit, you know, on this performance tonight, he's a bit of a disgrace.
Well, when you think some of the great players that Brazil has produced and some great names, and really he has not done anything for his team tonight at all.
Gerard Lopez. Cocu. Ronaldinho just wanted rid of that. That's a free kick. Jackie McNamara had to go in there, get that right away. There's going to be another substitution. Silla is coming on for Alan Thompson, who I think might be slightly limping a little bit.
Yes, he is limping slightly, but that's a good substitution because Momo can be very direct. And it just depends where he's going to play. He's gone over to the right flank, telling Didier to go back into the right back position. So Martin obviously wants to hold on to what they have. But at the same time, I mean, Didier has got the ability to burst forward from the full-back role.
Cocu. That is played down the side. Good covering work there by Pearson. So little time of this game left yet, and that's over. Goal kick.
Well, I'd say it's been an impressive performance by Celtic, but at the end of the day, if we only win this 1-0 with an extra man, we will regard it as a bit of a chance lost, to be quite honest. A second goal is pretty crucial.
Well, Jim, there's just about 6 minutes of this game remaining, and that's offside. You can never tell with a Celtic team.
No, but because they're spreading like that, Puyong is giving Henrik a bit more licence than he had earlier on because, you know, Celtic an extra man as well, which makes it harder for the defenders to cover just one man on his own. He's got to think of a second man as well.
Run toward Charisma. On by Pearson. Puyol again. Well, that's a good ball inside. Can he play it wide? He can't quite, Silla. And that's going to be... Oh, now they've lost the place again. That was Garcia lifting his hand. Quite incredible that they... I mean, it doesn't need rocket science to work out. The referee's already sent 3 men off.
Sure.
He's booked players, so he's looking for a player just to be indisciplined again, and he'll act. He's in that kind of mood.
I think we're all right now because Ronaldinho's been just pointing there, organising things actually, so we'll see a change here in a second or two.
Xavi, good player, Xavi, good workman-like player, no doubt about that. Lopez. Agat went with him. Koku's gone into that centre-back position, and he's a very useful player.
He's a good player, yes. He's always been a good player for Holland as well.
Henrik Larsson out wide. Pearson. There it goes. Doesn't quite get Ronaldinho. Nice little flick there. In it goes. Balde trying to get in for this. Way by Varga. The two central defenders have absolutely powered their way through this game.
I didn't see anything wrong with that, to be quite honest.
No, I thought that was a fair tackle.
He's changed his mind. The linesman's put his flag up.
No, he's telling him to get up. I think it's a throw, Jim.
Oh, throw in.
I think it is. What's been given?
Throw in.
Yeah, throw in.
Yeah.
We've now got about 4 minutes remaining.
Well, another little goal here would be a nice little 2-0 lead to take over to the new camp, or the Camp Nou, as I believe they call it.
Agat. Silla going for it. I think they've got the free kick. They have indeed. This should be interesting. So little time left.
Well, bring the big boys up. There's Bobo going up. There's Varga up already. And of course, Henrik is not bad in the air as well. At situations like this, the delivery is crucial as well. Still in Petrov. Drive it just above head height. Over that first man.
Certainly there's the great physical advantage that Celtic have for this. And what's been given, I think the referee wants us taken again, saying there's a lot of pushing going on. Another free kick that's being retaken. Petrov to take. A lot more movement in the box. And it goes and headed past. It's a goal kick.
Goal kick, yep.
Puyo got up there. Puyo's been outstanding.
He has been their best man.
I'm going to ask you now for your man of the match.
Well, there were a few candidates tonight for Celtic because everybody worked really, really hard, and I was impressed with quite a number of performances. But I thought that Bobo Balde has been as solid as a rock the whole way through. Not only just from the defensive role, but when he came forward as well, up for set pieces, he really pushed everybody forward, and he is my man of the match.
Well, here we go. Overmars comes on. Mark Overmars. Now, he's a man with pace.
Yeah, he's a man. I'm very surprised he hasn't come on earlier on. And I wonder who you could possibly take off.
Well, this temperamental so-called superstar is now off the park. Ronaldinho has gone as the goalkeeper prepares to take this. Up in the air by Silla, he'll go for it again. Back to Silla, I don't think he'll get that.
The right idea though, Archie,
it was
going
indeed.
forward, yes. There's no point in bringing a fresh man on if you don't give him a chance to do a bit of running.
As you say, you know, I think Martin O'Neill said at his press conference that because of the absence of Sutton, if they got nothing each out of this game, he wouldn't be at all perturbed about it. Now he's got a goal lead, so he's 100% better than he thought he might be, so that's a plus.
But two would be even better.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Corner kick again, Koku putting it anywhere as we go into the last minute of the game, and Martin O'Neill's out of that technical area, telling his players, everybody to get in for this. The man of the match, Jim?
Bobo Balde.
Bobo Balde. Corner kick. Charge down there's Neil Lennon trying to get into it. Silla isn't offside. That's a dangerous looking one. Back across, and Koku can't get it. Back to Lennon. McNamara now. On offside. I think Bobo Baldi had stayed up there.
Well, to be honest, actually, that was a bit of a waste. We had two good chances there to do something with that, but we didn't take advantage of it. And I think a 1-0 lead to take across to the Camp Nou is, as you point out, is better than Martin. He would have settled for a 0-0. But you know, it's 11 against 11 when you get over there. Maybe Ronaldinho is one of those guys that on his home turf he's a different player from away from home.
Up by Barga. Zabi. He's played well for them tonight, no question at all about that. That should be out of play.
Well, we're into stoppage time anyway, Archie.
That's a slack one. Varga just gets it away. Lennon can't quite get there. Koku with that long high one. Bobo Baldi gets up to it again. In comes Garcia. Still Garcia. Tries to get that over.
I think
2 minutes of added time and we're getting into the last. As the whistle goes, Celtic have triumphed by 1-0 in a quite extraordinary evening, eventually turning out to be 10 men against 9 men. And you wonder, Jim, everybody has to be optimistic about this, because I did point out that Martin would have settled for nothing each. They've got that lead. Do you regard that as still fragile?
No, I think it's a comfortable lead because they didn't score away from home, which is a great thing nowadays. I think that Celtic will be comfortable with a 1-0 lead going into the second leg. But you must point out that this is likely to be a different team in the Camp Nou with over 100,000 watching. And you might find that guys who were only average tonight turn out to be much better players in their home patch, and you can never legislate for that.
Exactly. Well, it's finely balanced, no question at all about that, Tony, as we go towards, in 2 weeks' time, a dramatic game in the Camp Nou with the final score: Celtic 1, Barcelona 0.